Well, what a game we have had again in the Champions League. Real Madrid complete the comeback, not for the first time in a Champions League semi-final, because they've done it a few years ago against Manchester City. They do it time and time after again. They get to final after final, and they've bloody gone and done it again. Who would have thought, because I thought Bayern, with 10 minutes to go, they had it pretty much in the bag, and it happened with Man City a few years ago, and now Bayern have been struck with the same sword after Thomas Tuchel made some pretty poor decisions. Now, the first half was very cagey. Real Madrid definitely had the majority of the chances, but Neuer was producing his very, very best. And Bayern hung on. And they had a few counter-attacking chances, which they didn't quite take. But throughout the half, Real Madrid were the better team. They just couldn't quite get that goal. They had a few moments where they hit the woodwork, stuff like this. But ultimately, Bayern were hanging on and played very, very well. Then we get to the second half, and it's a ball from Harry Kane, which they countered quite well with a lot of the time. He plays the ball to Davies. Davies has the whole wing to himself, cuts in on his weaker foot. What a goal, what a peach, what a perler, into the corner to make it 1-0. Everyone was, gassed, and it's nice to see someone beating Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and it really put Bayern in a good way to, qualify for the final. And then, with 10 minutes to go, I don't know why Tuchel has done this. He takes off Harry Kane and Musiala. 5 minutes before that, he took off Sane for Kim and Jae and changes the whole system. So I think he plays 5 at the back. Eric Dyer had a really good game, but changing the whole system ruined it. And he brings on Choupo-Moting. I think Muller comes on, and it's all right bringing on one of them, but 10 minutes to go, and he's that almost confident that he will get through without extra time. Shot himself in the foot is what he did. And Real Madrid bring on their star man from Stoke-on-Trent. His name is Joselu, and he's fucking dynamite, because that man can do it in a rainy night, and he bloody did it in the Santiago Bernabeu, where Neuer obviously made that mistake from Vinicius. Parries it out to him, and Joselu just taps it in. He was there in the right moment, really got Real Madrid back in the game when they needed something special. And then we have that big confusion where you thought it was offside. Obviously, just before them, actually, Nacho does get a disallowed goal where he lands on bloody Kimmich's throat. I thought it could have been a potential red. Definitely disallowed, though, good by the VAR, and it was 100% a foul, if not a card, definitely. But his hands are like that, and then he just taps it in. Definitely disallowed. I don't know what any Real Madrid player can moan about for that. But, as I said, Joselu did equalise in the end, and then it went to, the 92nd minute, something like that, and he scores again from the bloody Rudiger cross. Unbelievable. It was onside. VAR checked it. The Real Madrid have 2 celebrations after celebrating before VAR. Rudiger's going crazy, and wow, Real Madrid were on course, and they still did do it to get to a final and do a late comeback, as they've done against City so many times. They've got to a final a lot of times. It's almost every season now. It could potentially be 15 Champions Leagues, which is absolutely mental. And, they pulled out of the bag. That's why they are Real Madrid. That's why they are almost the Man City of the Champions League. I say, if I watch the Prem, Man City pretty much, no matter how bad they are recently, will be in and around the top of the league and pretty much win the league every season. They've done it this season, where they went on a lost streak like they did a few years ago, like they do pretty much everywhere. They give people a chance, and then they kick into gear, win 15 games in a row, stuff like this. It's like the same with Real Madrid. The last 10 minutes, they kick into gear, and they did it again. Boom, 2-1, and then all hell breaks loose when they bloody score an offside goal. Dortmund. The Lino put his flag up early. It ended up not being offside. De Ligt's fuming, Tuchel's fuming, Harry Kane's fuming on the bench, can't affect it, and it was all just a nightmare. And in my opinion, the liner screwed up, and the referee could have potentially solved it with VAR because the ball went in the back of the net. So even though the liner's flagged, I don't understand why you can't overrule his decision with VAR. It makes zero sense, but they was really in the wrong for that, because Bayern would have been back in it even without Harry Kane and stuff off the pitch. They have something to argue about, and it's fair point by Tuchel, but ultimately his decisions were shit, taking off Harry Kane. Real Madrid went through, and they will face Dortmund. I really hope we get an underdog story. Royce, his last game, and he goes and wins the Champions League final. Or will it be 15 Champions Leagues for Real Madrid and a first for Bellingham? Who knows? But that VAR decision at the end was a shambles, because why is the liner flagging as they're told to delay their fucking start anyway, just so VAR can get involved? and flagging went, then we get a replay saying that they're onside. I think it's very unlucky for Bayern, and they've been done by officials. But should it have got to that point, if Tuchel bloody kept carrying on and stuff, we could never know. It's 50-50. But Real Madrid do it again. And yeah, as I said, the City of the bloody Champions League is doing me fucking head in. Hopefully Dortmund can change things, but I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you at Wembley in the next Champions League video. Jesus Christ. I hope Dortmund can do it. Ta-ta.